Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Chargers.
Happy Monday. Hope you all had a great 4-day weekend.
Today we're going to talk about the fallen trees,
DP alum becomes water polo champ for the second time,
and the winner of the Virtuoso Award from the Film Festival.
I'm Diego Marin.
I'm Carlo Anderson.
This is DP News.
And it starts now.
We want to give a shout out to our biggest fan, DP freshman Cole Rasich, who turns 15 today. Cole is watching from the Children's Hospital in LA, and we all hope you feel better soon.
The Student Council will be hosting a student meeting in P2 tomorrow at lunch. Anyone is allowed to come and express their ideas or concerns to the council. Scan the QR code on the screen now to fill out a form if you'd like to reserve a meeting time or present an issue or concern.
Seniors, do you or your parent need assistance completing your financial aid applications? Come to the Cash for College workshop tonight in the College and Career Center from 4 to 6 p.m.
Tomorrow, the Student Advisory Council will be holding an open meeting in the district office from 4:30 to 6 p.m. If you want to reserve a spot to present an issue or idea or learn more about the student body, here's a QR code on screen now. To RSVP and free pizza will be provided. Now here's Michael with our sports recap.
Thank you, Carlo. Last Thursday, Dos Pueblos' very own boys tennis team hosted Kate High School in their first match of the season. They came out with the dub with a score of 11-7. Doubles team of Peyton Allen and Luca De Angeles went 3-0 in their sets, while other doubles and singles players showed amazing energy and skill in their matches. Coach Marsh wanted to give a shout out to freshmen Neil and Evan, who both secured dubs in their very first varsity matches. Last Saturday, DP Baseball played against Santa Paula. Derek Brunette pitched 5 innings and only allowed 1 run, while striking out 6 batters. Other pitcher Mateo Saldana was also handing out strikes. Over his 2 innings played, he didn't allow any runs. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough with Santa Paula winning 3-1. Over the weekend, DP wrestlers Sean Vake and Sam Ramos competed at the Masters meet. This win for either of the senior team captains would qualify them for the state tournament. Sean went 0-1 and was forced to drop out due to injury. Sam went 1-2, and unfortunately neither of them qualified, but they scored 113th out of 204 teams. Great job, boys. Last Friday, DP Girls Water Polo alumni Ryan Neuschel became a water polo world champion for the 3rd time. She found the back of the net once in the World Aquatic Championship game. Ryan and the Team USA came out with the win over Team Hungary with a final score of 8-7. She aims to become an Olympian like her 2 other DP alumni sisters, Kylie and Jamie. Back to you, Diego.
Thanks a lot, Michael. Students also may have noticed this morning that there are 2 fallen trees around the campus due to the weather. They are in the meadow and the softball parking lot, so make sure to watch your step as our faculty works to clean it up. DP News reporter Trevor Cuevas has more information about this and the recent weather.
We are currently outside the meadow at DP, where unfortunately last night, due to heavy wind and rain, the large tree in the meadow has fallen down. Employees are currently working on removing the tree so students have a safe place to eat lunch again.
The fallen down tree is not the only damage that has been dealt over this weekend at DP. With over 5.08 inches of rain and wind speeds of over 20 miles an hour, multiple trees have fallen down on DP's campus, here at the meadow and smaller ones over by the softball fields.
Those trees looked pretty scary. All students can now check if they qualified for National Honor Society and/or California Scholarship Federation based on their fall semester grades. Scan the QR code on the screen now and look for your ID number on the list. The deadline to pay and turn in your NHS community service hours is Friday, March 1st. You can use the form to pay your fees online. Cash payments will only be accepted in the business office during lunch on Thursday the 22nd, Friday the 23rd, Thursday the 29th, or Friday, March 1st.
On Friday, the Lights Up Theater production company at the Majority Luke Theater will be putting on a show, Anything Goes. This musical contains tap dancing, star-crossed lovers, and fake identities located on a cruise ship in the 1930s, including some of our own DP actors. The tickets are on sale now. Now here's Michaels with Sports Today.
Thanks, Carlo. Our Charger athletes will be on the road today. Boys baseball was set to play today, but due to the rain, their game was rescheduled to this Friday. Girls beach volleyball takes on crosstown rivals San Marcos at 3 for their first league game of the season. Girls softball plays away at Simi Valley at 3:30. Finally, for today's sports, boys volleyball plays at Calabasas at 6:30 for their first game of the season. Good luck to all our teams today, and back to the desk.
Thank you so much, Michael. DPHS senior Charlotte Choi was awarded the Rising Star of the Year award by the SBNA of Women Business Owners. Charlotte will also receive a $500 scholarship at NAWBOSB's Bravo Luncheon on March 21st. Make sure to congratulate Charlotte if you see her around campus. Well, that's all for today, DP.
Before you go, DPB students Arthur Bonfield, Nate Vincent, and Jules Steele-Smith attended the Santa Barbara Film Festival for the Cinema Vanguard Award.
Stick around to see that recap. You won't want to miss this.
We're here at the Arlington Theater where Paul Giamatti is being honored with the Cinema Vanguard Award. I'm Arthur Bonifield.
I'm Nathan Vincent.
And I'm Jules Steele-Smith.
And we're DP News. Do you have anything to say to the students of Dos Pueblos about the industry or what goes into making the film festival?
I think that if you're passionate about it, do anything you can to follow your dream and do production work down in Los Angeles. Just keep at it. Just keep at it.
Is there any piece of advice that you would give to an aspiring young filmmaker like myself?
I think never to be scared. We're always scared, but I think always, I have no advice to give, but I think you always have to try things and do things that have a sense to you, and just do things. Like sometimes we're scared and we don't do things, you block ourselves. And I think nothing is very important, just do. Just try and just do and work and have fun. And I think the most important thing in life generally is to trust yourself.
Speaking of fun, what makes filmmaking so fun for you?
I never get bored doing this. I mean, it's never the same thing. It's always different, and it's so, I like so much life and saying stories and observing everything. I mean, when I walk on the street, I'm so happy to be alive and to have all those possibilities. And saying stories, it's sharing things with other people. And I love that. I mean,
I think you really have to have determination, number one, but the most important thing I could possibly say is understanding that failure is part of the process and getting very familiar and very comfortable with things not working out the way you want them to, and after that fact being able to adjust, staying positive, and keeping to your pursuits.
Is there any piece of advice that you would give a young student who wants to become a filmmaker one day?
Yeah, make films. Make them, because that's those mistakes and those moments when you feel that you connected with the audience. That's what's going to teach you how to be a good filmmaker.
Are there any words of wisdom you would share to your younger self when you were in high school about getting into the film industry?
Oh, about being in the film industry? I might have warned myself about how hard it's going to be, and not to be foolish, and I would have warned myself about that. I think I would have just told myself in general to just try and, not worry so much about things in general, but yeah.
So it's really hard when learning to make films and getting into the film industry to face criticism of your work. Yeah. How do you deal with that?
That's a really good question, and it's a hard thing because you have to be a very sort of empathetic person and you have to have a thick skin. And it's like, I don't know, I think you just have to keep your eye on the ball and just keep working and focus on the work and try to shut out all the other noise. It's very hard. You just kind of get used to it, and you just have to keep persevering and try to keep working.
Could you say, this is DP News and it starts now to the camera?
This is DP News and it starts now.
Thank you very much.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Santa Barbara International Film Festival, this really, really cool looking award.
We had a great night tonight. We got to interview Roger Durling, Executive Director of SBIFF, and Paul Giamatti from the Holdovers. I'm Arthur Bonifield.
I'm Nathan Vincent.
And I'm Jill Steelsmith.
And
thanks
for watching.
watching.